Fecal egg counts are used to establish the level of anthelmintic resistance to parasites in sheep. A Drench test involves 2 stages. In the initial stage, fecal egg counts are taken on the same day that lambs are dosed, and the second stage involves retesting the lambs 1 to 2 weeks later to check if the dose actually worked. The second stage involves taking another fecal sample to check if there's been an acceptable level of reduction in the worm burden following the initial dose. 7 or 14 days after the lambs have been dosed and fecal sampled, you need to gather the sheep again for re-sampling. The reason for this is due to the problem of anthelmintic resistance. The timing of this test is determined by the anthelmintic used at stage 1. For yellow or levamosols, you need to retest 7 days post-treatment. For white or clear drenches, you need to retest 14 days post-treatment. Stage 2 of the Drench test can be broken down into 6 steps. Firstly, make sure that you have the second set of sample containers which you received from the laboratory before taking the initial test. That list was available from the Department of Agriculture. Select the same 15 lambs that were tested at stage 1 and place in a clean pen as soon as possible after gathering. They would have been marked at the time of taking the first test 1 to 2 weeks earlier. Leave them a short time to defecate. Using gloves, collect fresh fecal samples from at least 10 separate fresh fecal deposits and place them in 10 separate containers. Once again, make sure to collect more than a teaspoonful of faeces, but do not overfill the containers. Remove the 15 lambs from the pen and return to the remainder of the flock. Complete the requested details on the form supplied by the laboratory and place the completed form in the Ziploc bag provided with the containers of faeces. Pack and post samples preferably on the same day, but if you don't get them posted that evening, keep them in the fridge overnight. The results of this test must be read in conjunction with the results of the test at stage 1. We must calculate the percentage reduction in fecal egg counts from stage 1 to stage 2. The results then should be discussed with an advisor or veterinary surgeon.